Right, I'm back. I'm back. We're doing Battle Factory Seeded Championship Season 1. So for those of you who don't know, what is Seeded Factory? Seeded Factory is where you talk to this guy. It's a Pokemon Emerald mod. You talk to this guy, you can set a seed. Now when you set a seed, it predetermines what the draft is going to be in the factory, and it predetermines what the enemies will be in the factory. Which means that if multiple people play the same seed, you can kind of do a skill comparison where you're removing the luck element of the factory. And that's what Season 1 of Factory is, where it's 6 weeks. Each week has a unique seed. No one is meant to know what the seed is, so, you know, you're not meant to watch anyone else play the seed before you play it. And you can submit it, and there's a leaderboard, and the leaderboard is based on how many games you win. So it's just a bit of fun competition. There's no, like, super reward or anything. It's just for fun. And I've been enjoying it. We're going to do some recap videos on YouTube for the previous weeks, going over what different people took and the strategies, but I'm falling a bit behind on that. But I need to play week 4 and 5. Otherwise, I get a penalty for being late. It's the championship. It's competitive. It's who does best in the same seeds. It's not very complicated. Anyway, the first one is... So week 4 is Remix. Open level round 5 singles. So that is a hard one. Another thing about the Battle Factory seed is that these seeds are not easy. There's an algorithm that runs to make sure that there's no easy seeds, basically. It's going to be interesting. There's a good chance of losing. Because obviously the easy factory rounds in Generation 3 particularly, you're quite likely to win them. Yeah, you get 1 try per seed. Your first try is your run. And that's what you get. So it is round 5, level 100 singles. So with 22 swaps, we get 2 elevations. Now, I did say in a previous week, for fun, I'm just going to take the first 3 Pokemon. But I have spoken to a few people, and if the first 3 Pokemon are absolutely terrible, you know, like really terrible, like I would never take them. I won't do that. But if the first 3 Pokemon are acceptable, I'll do it. I think it could be fun. Anyway. Right, let's get started. So apart from entering the seed, the factory is completely vanilla in every other way. Like, there's no changes to base stats, there's no changes to moves. The Ivy bug is still there. All of the AI interactions are the same as Vanilla Emerald. It's meant to be a very good way of learning the factory, and I think that it is. It's very interesting to compare how the same players played the same seed, though. I mean, different players played the same seed. No type, high risk. And I might have forgotten to activate this early, so that might be late. Wolverine isn't bad. I'm gonna guess because we know it's a hard seed. I'm gonna guess it's not Wolverine 2. Okay, it's Wolverine 3. Now this is elevated. In open level, it doesn't change the the set index, but you do have increased IVs. We have 21 IVs on this Wolverine. Wolverine 3 is usable though. We can use this. I can turn. Is the music too loud? I can turn it down slightly if it is. God Shattering Star is fun though. It's a bit too intense for the drafting. Okay, we've got Gator 1. I mean, Gator 1 is also a totally fine Pokemon. There's nothing wrong with Gator 1. The downside is that these are 2 Pokemon that both want to use the move Surf. There's quite a strong role overlap here, but they're not bad. Tell you what, if the third Pokemon is also water, I won't take the first 3 probably. Okay, Moltres 4. Interesting. So this is our team if I do what I said and I take the first 3 no matter what. It is a usable team. I think this is fine. I think I will do this. I think I will do this, team. But let's see what the rest of the draft is like. No reason not to do that. I think it's fine. Dugong free. At least we don't have to take Dugong free. Dugong free and Wolverine free in the same draft. Okay. Venusaur 2. Okay. Well, that fixes the electric problem, doesn't it? What's the last Pokemon? Oh, Starmie. But no natural cure. Oh, this would be a difficult draft if I was actually picking for real. I think Venusaur has to come to avoid the huge weakness to electric. Would Starmie come? I think Moltres also has to come. Moltres is the best Pokemon in the draft by quite a long way. And then it's you probably either pick Feraligatr or Starmie, depending on how scared you are of missing moves. If Starmie was Natural Cure, I think Recover Natural Cure Starmie would definitely be taken. But without Natural Cure, I'm not so sure. What would I pick for real? I think I would go Feraligatr, Moltres, Venusaur, with Feraligatr in the lead slot. I think that's acceptable. Because most swaps you make in the factory, you generally swap for the lead, and Feraligatr would be the thing that we want to drop the most. Now, Venusaur 2 is not a very good Pokemon. Giga Drain is not a good move in Generation 3. However, it's acceptable. You can Leech Stall quite a lot of things, but we'd also be looking to swap Venusaur there. But instead, it's going to be Wolverine, Feraligatr, Moltres. Those are the first 3. I will take those. So I need to put that into the overlay. I mean, Feraligatr is definitely better than Wolverine. There's no doubt about that, really. Because I guess Wolverine is okay in like an emergency scenario where something is stalling you out, like, I don't know, double team Umbreon or something. And then you can go for the Oko move. The Oko isn't useless, it's just that Wolverine doesn't have rest, it doesn't have the bulk to like stay in for like 4 turns, get 4 attempts at it. So Wolverine generally just uses Surf. Yeah, this is a bad draft. We know the draft's going to be bad though because it's seeded factory. Right, so let's take the first 3. Let's stop stalling. There's nothing to think about, really. And the first match is no type high risk, isn't it? So at least it's not electric. We're also quite scared of several psychic types. I'm particularly thinking about the Latias. We would probably have to sheer cold like Latias or Latios. But honestly, like, taking Venusaur would not fix that. So, it is what it is. It's Gusty Garden from Mario Kart World, yeah? Please don't send out Jolteon. Okay, Flygon. Now, high-risk Flygon suggests Flygon 1 or Flygon 4, because Facade and Double Edge are both high-risk moves. We will two-shot with Surf. We could swap to Moltres. The problem with switching to Moltres is that we're slower and we take quite a bit of damage from Double Edge in particular. I also don't really want to take Dragon Claw from potential Flygon 3. Yeah, Ice Beam would have been really nice. There were no Ice moves in the draft, which is another weird thing, despite all of those water types. I guess there is... You could argue that because I'm quite likely to swap to Moltres against some of these, like Flygon 1 and 2 I would swap to Moltres. Maybe you could say to Scout we just use Sheer Cold or Attract. I don't like it as much as just using Surf though. Sheer Cold is a nice bit. Technically you are correct. Right, let's see what Flygon it is. Okay, it's an Earthquake, that's not a surprise. Does pretty good damage, 120-ish. I think that's Flygon 4, because Flygon 1 is Adamant, and with Stab at level 100, the base power is 120, and Flygon out damages that quite easily with Adamant. So I'm pretty sure it's Flygon 4. I'm a bit worried about how much damage we did. I did say I thought Surf would 2-shot, but the problem with HP bars in Pokemon is that it shows yellow health before it's actually below 50% because it rounds down. So Pokemon with like 51% HP, it'll display as yellow. And because it's just below the L on level 100, I'm pretty sure it's actually bang on 50. Like 24 pixels out of 48. Which is bad news for Surf 2-shotting. But I don't think I can swap. I can't swap into... I don't think I can swap into Flygon 4. I guess it could also be Flygon 3. And I said I didn't want to swap into that either. Because of how much damage Dragon Claw does, and it's got Scope Lens. The good news is we should survive a Scope Lens Earthquake crit anyway. I don't know, I mean, if Walrein takes more damage, it becomes sort of useless. Okay, it didn't crit. We do kill it. That is big. Miltank comes out, so all the Miltank sets are high risk, high return. That's not a surprise to see Miltank. So what are we at risk of here? The Double Edge would be a roll. The rest of them can't kill. Moltres not great. There's no real point to switch to Feraligatr because we're just using Surf there as well. I think we might as well stay in and Surf. And like I said, I think because Walrein is damaged, it's not great. It's more likely to be Miltank 1, 2, or 3. Because they've got super effective move in Counter, Thunder Wave, Focus Punch, and Reversal. I don't think we're making any major mistake versus Miltank 3 either by using Surf. We're not like gifting it a ridiculous reversal. Yeah, I think we just Surf. Okay, it's Miltank 2 indeed. So it's going to get stuck. We crit. It doesn't matter that we crit though, because it's stuck on Focus Punch. Because Focus Punch kills. In Generation 3, Focus Punch has Kill AI. It doesn't in Gen 4, but in Gen 3 it does. So it's just going to spam Focus Punch. So this is a free kill for us, but it's only a free kill if we stay on the move Surf. Because obviously Focus Punch hits through otherwise. It's Mr. Mimes. That guarantees that it was Flygon 4, right? There's no high risk Mr. Mime. And Miltank 2 is only single high risk. Mr. Mime breaks the overlay. Classic. Okay, so it was Flygon 4, Miltank 2. So it's not Mime 1 because of item clause. Mime 1 has leftovers. That's all we know. Oh, it's also not the others because of they have electric moves. So yeah, of course it was Mime 2. It was guaranteed. Because Mime 3 and 4 are super effective coverage into Walrein, and it was a second Pokeball. Yeah, okay. This was guaranteed. Mime 2 has Swagger, but it won't use Swagger because it also has Psych Up. And Swagger AI is not chosen when it has Psych Up, which is most likely a bug. Okay, so quite an easy match to start with. Which is good. It's good that the first match is easy for the competitive aspect of seeded factory, because losing in the first match is is a little bit random, I feel. No type. Total prep. Okay, so total prep is setup moves, basically. Sword Stance, Calm Mind, Double Team is the most common, but also Iron Defense is technically, so is Psych Up. Psych Up is technically a setup move. It is quite rare. I think we have to take Flygon, because we're just so weak to fast electrics. What do we swap? I don't really want to put Flygon in the lead slot, but I feel like Walrein is worse than Feraligatr. It's worse typing. It doesn't have as good backup moves. Lumberry is a better item than Quick Claw for reliability, and Gator also has Torrent. Okay. I mean, I have to swap. Otherwise, I'm just quite likely to lose the first good electric type that shows up. It's Flygon 4. I'll put that in the overlay. Total prep is a bit of a nasty. I do think that Double Team in particular is quite nasty in the Generation 3 Frontier. It's quite a big threat. Oh no. Speak of Double Team and Blissey appears, I'm in a lot of trouble against Blissey 1. And obviously 3 and 4 also total prep because of Calm Mind. Oh, this is really bad. This is really, really bad. I think I'm gonna have to stay in, because I think if I swap out against Blissey 1 and I give it a turn to use Double Team, I don't know how I would kill it then. It's pretty bad to stay in if we get hit by the Ice move on Blissey 3 or 4. It is also possible for it to be Blissey 2. It's just very unlikely, because total prep means 3 total prep moves activate, and a Pokemon having double total prep is quite rare. So it's probably 3 Pokemon, each with 1 total prep move. Oh, I need to fix the overlay. It's the wrong one, is it? Does it check this file instead, though? Okay, yeah, it's that one. Okay. Yeah, I think I have to stay in, which is really terrible. Really terrible. I mean, it's definitely correct to stay in against Blissey 1. I don't want to lose just to Blissey. I do have Roar. I don't know. I like Feraligatr. Obviously, Roar is not guaranteed to hit after a double team. I don't think I can... if I swap in and lose my Lum as I swap in and then it Toxics or Sings again... Ugh. And Blizzard can miss. Blizzard can miss Flygon. The worst one would be Blissey 4. I'm not very sure that I'm going to win this match. I have to Earthquake. I have to. If I swap out, I'm going to lose the Blissey 1. I'm pretty damn sure. It's Blissey 4. Okay. So Moltres has pressure, but if it Calm Minds once, then that's the end of Moltres. We can't PP stall it. We can go to Feraligatr because it's super likely to use counter against Feraligatr, because Feraligatr only has special typing. Countercoat looks up the wrong type indexes. I know we can roar as well, I'm just not sure what we're achieving by doing that. Quite a big decision. We could definitely go Moltres. Because obviously it's damaged, it doesn't want to use Calm Mind. The issue is it does want to use Soft Boiled. So the AI won't use Soft Boiled if it's faster than you, but obviously Blissey is slower than Feraligatr and Moltres. I don't think it makes sense to go Moltres. Not unless we crit very soon. I think I need to go Gator. The defensive boost of Steel Wing. Right, if it can get stuck on counter, because counter can score +4, we can kill it with Surf. That might be the only realistic way to win this. God damn it, okay. Okay, it's bad. Should keep going. Do another Surf. Because we want to catch it on the turn where it's going to use Soft Boiled most likely, or the turn it will use Counter on. If we could roar it out, if we do another Surf and then we can roar it out, it'll be in Moltres range with Overheat into Double Edge. So we could, yeah, so if we can Surf and then roar, I think there's a good chance of Moltres actually beating it later on. Of course, Feraligatr still needs to kill everything else. It's not low enough to roar yet. Okay. That's really bad. That's really bad. Okay. So the most likely move here is now Calm Mind, because it's at full health. I think we should probably roar. Do we ever... I mean, it's used up one Ice Beam, killing Flygon. I guess there is a small chance we could, like, potentially roar loop it and deny the boosting so that it doesn't use boosted Ice Beams. We would need to know what is in the back to do that. Like, the Pokemon in the back, it we need a really, really passive Pokemon that won't be doing damage to Feraligatr as we use Roar. And then we can see if we can drain it of enough Ice Beams. We need to try and get Moltres on those as well. Another idea is we could actually just Aerial Ace and see if that baits counter. So Calm Mind, Aerial Ace, and then Roar on counter. The problem is that we would then be out of rain turns. Whereas if we roar right now, we still have a turn of rain left. Which I think is... I mean, we could also stall it for another 7... No, I don't think I'd do 7. I'd take too much damage, wouldn't I? It would have Calm Mind too much. We could stall it for another 4 turns. And then after we reset the rain, then we roar it. Then we'd have 2 turns of rain left. There's a decent chance we can run it out of Soft Boiled, but Feraligatr's going to get hit so many times doing that. I think we need information on what is in the back to be able to play this properly. Oh, okay. I mean, that isn't actually even that bad. But... okay. Where's Flygon? Whose idea was it to sack Flygon? Oh no. It's also, what's also really bad about this is it's really, really likely to be Zapdos 2. I mean, we would live Thunder, right? And we actually would kill with Rain Boosted Torrent with Surf. The problem is that Feraligatr basically dies doing that, and in Rain it obviously can't miss. But I can't swap, I can't go to Moltres, it makes no sense at all. I'll have to just pray that it doesn't crit Thunder, right? It'll be good news maybe if it is a Thunderbolt set. Like, if it is Thunderbolt, that would be double total prep on the other Mon. That would be quite a passive Mon. I could probably do the Raw Stall then. And the Thunderbolt sets might do a really stupid move like Thunder Wave on Lumberry. It's possible, because they won't see a kill, obviously. It's close to the worst thing that could have popped up, I agree. But it's also I forgot about Zapdos 6, actually. There's also Zapdos 6. It's not very likely because Zapdos 6 doesn't have a total preparation move, but we're dead to Zapdos 6 100% because it's got special attack investment. I mean, Zapdos 2 is actually quite likely to use Double Team, isn't it? But we can't do anything about this. The best idea, I mean, if we can hit it with Surf, Double Team Surf, and then it's going to be too low to Rain Dance though, isn't it? Because we're going to put it below 40% on the HP threshold, so the AI is not going to use Rain Dance on the following turn. But we could get a Thunder Miss, or it's very unlikely to use another Double Team. Anyway, I don't know how we're going to beat Blissey. It's a problem. Ironically, the rain being up might have lost me this game. I've lost a chance of Thunder missing, I guess. Okay. Yeah, it is probably Zapdos 2. We do live. It's a high roll, but I don't think it matters. It is... Get a bit of information here about what switches in, I guess. It's got a super effective move. Oh, you know what really sucks about this is if we had another turn of Rain, we could actually kill this with Torrent boosted Surf and Rain Dance as well. Anyway, it's total prep, so it's critically 1 or 2. I guess we can't swap. We can't swap because it could easily use its rock move here and then Moltres just dies. At least with the Torrent boost we will kill with Surf and Overheat. We'll kill them both. I guess Rock Slide miss. I mean, I can't use Raw. I can't. It's got suction cups anyway, so Raw would fail. Okay. We might as well play this out. I would love to crit. Okay. Oh, I'm now thinking, should I have just used Rain Dance and Raw immediately? In hindsight, it would have been a brilliant play. Too late. I think it was like we were trying to surf Blissey down. It could have used counter. I think it was fine. No, we don't want to Steel Wing Credilli. Steel Wing won't kill it. We need to kill this. We do have White Herb, but it doesn't really make any difference. Unlike Feraligatr, it's much less likely to click counter here. The most likely move is definitely Carmine. I mean, it's got 8 Ice Beams. With pressure, that's 4. If it uses up all of its Ice Beams before all of its Carmines, we can actually beat this because it will run out of PP. But if it uses a single Calm Mind, we probably can't stall it. And that makes me think that the best way to win this is simply to just crit it. On the turn, it's not going to soft-boiled. The Dukong Wolverine. Wolverine would have been really good in this match. We would have had 10 chances to hit an Oko move. Wolverine is actually really good against Blissey. Or maybe we'd have hit Fisher into Focus Band and then Blissey used counter on Fisher. That is a legendary interaction. Okay, so I don't think the stall out is going to be possible. It's so incredibly likely to use Calm Mind here. Even if it doesn't, as soon as it heals again, it's going to want to Calm Mind again. I think what we need to do... I'm just thinking, our HP total is also really important, isn't it? Because of how much damage we do to ourselves with Double Edge. I think we need to alternate between Steel Wing and Overheat. This is the... We're going to bait out counters after Steel Wing, and then we're going to go for the Overheat crit. We just need one crit, because then Double Edge kills. So we should get quite a lot of... We're actually quite likely to win this, you know. We are actually quite likely to win. The biggest threat is actually counter on Steel Wing, which would kill me. There's no way to play around it. If I just use Overheat, I'm just going to run out of PP in 4 turns, and that's only 4 chances to crit. Because once I've run out of Overheat and I can't alternate, that's also the end of baiting out counters. So if I start out with Steel Wing, I'd have 9 chances to crit it. Of course, this Blissey could be Serene Grace, and then we're quite likely to be frozen as well as another Lost Con. Yes, it's less likely to use counter than it is against Fraligator, but after we use an attack, a physical attack, it is quite likely to use counter, unfortunately. Particularly, after we use an attack, it'll also be damaged, so it's not going to want to use Calm Mind as often. I think I just go for the alternate, because I have 9 chances to crit. It's a bit over 50% to crit. I guess I can miss, so maybe it's about 50-50 to win this, based on that alone. Okay. It'd be so funny if it just uses counter. Okay. In many ways, that makes the job much clearer. It's used Calm Mind now. We are dead to remaining Ice Beam PP, so we have to actively kill this. The fact it's also possible to activate a Focus Band is unbelievably bad. But obviously the Overheat crit does massive damage, because we ignore the special defense boosts. So we just need one move to crit. There's the counter. I mean, it's incredibly it's basically certain that it's going to use healing. Oh, okay. I mean, in many ways, it doesn't matter. It's either crit or don't crit. How can you know what the opponent does and sets? You can look it all up on Bulbapedia. Bulbapedia has got all the information about total prep and so on. So is Altissimo's website. Okay. I get so excited when the HP bar starts going down, and then it isn't a crit. Anyway, got 4 left probably. Yeah, we're Omega dead if we don't crit soon. Amazing. Oh, it's so close. Don't freeze me. Okay. So level 100 Blissey has exactly 100 defense, raw defense with 3 IVs. We are... yeah, we're 283. So that's a simple 2.83 times multiplier. Level 100 adjustment is 0.8, so it's a 2.25 times multiplier on double edge, which is 270. So that's our guess for how much damage double edge does. Half of Blissey's HP is 310, but it's definitely under half, so I think we've got a very good chance of killing it. I mean, we have to use double edge. This is our one chance to win. Double edge could also crit, unless in case it's not a. It's not. I mean, it's definitely a roll at least. You have to go for it. Think about this briefly. The recoil damage we take. Because I think it. No, we're dead. We're dead to Ice Beam. We're dead to Ice Beam. It'll do over 100 damage. Just don't focus band. Okay. I wasn't sure if it lived on like 1. Please lose that scary face of you. You can't speak Ninja Boy Gunner. No type high risk. We have to take Blissey. It's so much better than the entire team. We have to take Blissey. I don't want to lose my water type, and I don't want to lose my fighting resist. I think we're dropping Flygon for Blissey. Yeah, that's true, Gator, but it would have used soft boiled on that turn if it had lived. Just thinking about what to get rid of. It's rough. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, a Gator one is not that good, but it is a water type. Obviously, you know, you think about Gator one's weaknesses. Obviously, it's only electric and grass, and those are special types in this gen, and Blissey handles that very well. Blissey Moltres is quite a nice combination as well, isn't it? We're a little bit vulnerable into like ride-on stuff with Quick Claw, but we have to swap. Take this, update the overlay before I forget. So high risk, high return is not good for Blissey either. Obviously it's very likely to be Explosion. Explosion is a high risk move on Egg. I obviously go to Moltres, right? It's just really obvious. There's no way I'm staying in. Egg 2. Okay, so high risk is entirely in the back. That's interesting. This is so likely to use Curse again that I kind of want to use Safeguard. Not because of Sleep Powder, but because of potential Pokemon in the back. The issue is that if it does go for it's not Return in the Factory, it's Frustration. If it does go for Frustration, we do take a massive chunk On Moltres, it's quite a big punishment for not attacking. But there is quite a serious case for being made to use Safeguard here and not Overheat. I'm so worried about being punished. Like, if it doesn't curse, I'm in real trouble. I think it's like at least 90% to use curse, but I don't think we need to take the risk. If we kill this now, we're 3 versus 2 up. We're in a strong position. I don't think we need to risk Safeguard to be in an even stronger position. And we can miss. Yeah, there's an algorithm that makes sure the seed is difficult based on like tier lists that the community have made. Gengar. It's super likely to be Destiny Bond, because that's high risk, high return, Destiny Bond. And it's also likely that it's Gengar, a super effective move, which means it's very likely to be Gengar 7 or 8. Let me think about this. I mean, I think we're always going Blissey. I'm just thinking of a reason not to go Blissey. I don't see one. We're always going Blissey. Okay, you're not a T-Bolt set. Okay. So actually, it's incredibly likely that this is Gengar 4. Could be Gengar 3, and then the last Pokemon is double high risk. But super likely, Gengar 4. Super likely. Anyway, let's just set up. What we want to do here is we want to kill it before it runs out of Psychic. Because once it runs out of Psychic, it could use Thunderbolt, it could drain Fire Punch or Ice Punch, and then we can get satisfied by those. I mean, no, it can't be Gengar 3 because it's got Thunderbolt. It's got to be Gengar 4. It's got to be Gengar 4. So yeah, we want to kill this before it's out of Psychic PP, so we never risk being hit by the move Fire or Ice Punch. We are Natural Cure. Which is really good. Softball on that. We've got time to do 3 more Calm Minds and 1 more Softball before it's out of Psychic PP. And we can't miss this. This isn't a Bright Powder Gengar. Okay, perfect. This is the last turn of Psychic, and we kill it. Glalie, so it's got to be high risk Glalie, so it's got to be 2 or 3. I don't think we need to worry about, like, do we counter or whatever. I think we just attack. It's Glalie 3, that's fine. Blissey is really good in the frontier. Very unfair how many Pokemon Blissey just destroys. No type. No phrase. This is a really big choice. It's Gengar, but it's not a Thunderbolt Gengar, which matters a lot for being good against water types. Feraligatr itself is not very good anti-water anyway, though. It's obviously got the IV advantage, so it's quite good. Question is Blissey good enough against water types? I think it is. Is Blissey Gengar Moltres too vulnerable to bulky physical attackers with quick claws like Snorlax? I mean, we do get D-Bond. Gengar 4 is D-Bond. I can D-Bond a lot of those things. My gut feeling is to take Gengar, but I'm just very aware of the IV loss. We could... I don't think we want to drop Moltres, really, because Moltres is Moltres 4 is really good with the IV advantage. I think it's Feraligatr gone, Gengar in. And the fact that we started off with a bad team is now completely gone. I probably would have ended up with this team anyway. Like, what was in the draft? It was Venusaur. It was Venusaur 2 and maybe it was Starmie. But I think I would have swapped both of them for Blissey Gengar. It's fine. The seed is not sentient. Doing this, I think. Also, I get bonus points if I lose because I forget a Generation 3 mechanic because I played so much Gen 6 and Gen 4 recently. Then I get bonus point. I've decided. There was a heatwave last week. There was a new. Oh no, that's not a great Blissey matchup. It's not high risk, so it's not that likely to be a Sheer Cold or Horn Drill set. It's also not that likely to be the Dragon Dance set, which also would be a little bit of a concern. I really don't want to have to swap Gengar or Moltres into like a Surf or an Ice Beam. Or like Lapras 5 is actually going to Thunderbolt. No, it's going to Iron Tail. Thunder is. Oh dear, what do we do? What do we do here? I think I need to know what it is before I can make a real decision. So we probably want to Scout. Probably want to Calm Mind. In case we need to stall this. Because I think, like, Lapras 4 I might actually just stall. Which would be really boring. Okay, no, it's Lapras 2. And he got the Paralyze. That's fine. We'll two-shot with Counter. We are Paralyzed, which is a bit awkward. Gengar can switch into Body Slam if I want it to. Yeah, Gen 3 is a bit different to Gen 4. If I get too low, I will natural cure it. Could get Gengar. I don't think Gengar would ever kill. It's at high HP, and it could also Quick Claw Gengar and embarrass it. We could cycle, but the thing about cycling is quite like to just take more damage anyway. So if we get paralyzed or frozen, I'd have to cycle again. And I'm losing more and more soft-boiled PP by doing that. And because it's the factory, we don't have PP max on soft-boiled. We've only got 9 left. I think I actually might be fine just using counter right now. If we full powered this turn, we could then do a cycle, because we're going to be soft-boiling anyway. Most likely 2 or 3 since it's not high risk. They all have a fighting move, so they're all going to be switching in on Switch AI. The obvious thing to do is to go Moltres and use Overheat. The problem with doing that is Heracross 3 is actually faster than Moltres and it has Rock Slide. That's also the problem with going Gengar. Gengar switches in on a Mega Horn, then Rock Slide would kill. And we're definitely in Adamant Megahorn range at 502. Oh. I'm gonna have to go Gengar. Unless it reveals its set, I'm gonna have to just Destiny Bond it. We'll put Fate, like, it's... The good news about Heracross is that there's not a fighting type in the back. Because Poliwrath is not in Endgame Factory in Gen 3. So we know that Blissey doesn't at least have to fight a fighting enemy. Free Spirited just means it's not activated in a style phrase. So we don't have information. So we know it's not high risk. So there can't be 2 high risk moves on the enemy team. It's also not total prep, so there can't be 3 different total prep moves on the enemy team. Yeah, so nothing in particular. Right, I don't like this, but we do have to take this very seriously. It Mega Horns. That's definitely adamant damage, so it's not Heracross 2. We're going to have to Destiny Bond, because if we miss the kill with Psychic, and then Heracross 3 kills me with Rock Slide, I'm just like so dead. It's a bit less likely to be Heracross 3 because I think it would be... Surely it would want to click Brick Break a bit more often. Because Mega Horn would be a range, surely, at 500. We have to debond. We have to. Can't lose. Okay. So it's Heracross 4, because Heracross 3 would have used Rock Slide, and Heracross 1 would have used Rock 2, because it's slower than me. And the AI loves... Like, it's possible... It's actually possible. It's possible it's Heracross 1. We do have White Herb on Moltres for that, if we swap into it. I think I do want to swap into this, because keeping the Destiny Bond available makes losing very, very hard, because Gengar is faster than a huge number of things in the factory. This is not an elevated Gengar, so we're only 3 IV, but we're still really fast. We're invested based on tech, like, we're really fast. I think it's worth going to Moltres and killing this with Moltres instead. We did have to respect the chance of it being Heracross 3, but we now know it's not Heracross 3. Yeah, let's go Moltres. We're faster than Heracross 1, so that's definitely Heracross 4, which is good to know. Okay. Well, because it was Heracross 4, it can't be Crobat 3 because it's not high risk. So I always beat Crobat 1 and 2 because they don't run speed investment and I can just Destiny Bond them. But Crobat 4 is quite scary, isn't it? Because it's obviously it's faster than Gengar and it's got Confuse Ray. So the question then becomes, what moves should Moltres use? Should I Safeguard? If I Safeguard, I only lose to a crit on Blissey. Surely Safeguard is correct, because Overheat has a 19% chance to miss. Overheat will kill this, but if we miss Overheat... I guess if we miss Overheat, we would go Blissey. I'd actually use Softball because 2 Sludge Bombs is a roll from full, right? But the problem is if it goes to Confuse Ray, I can sack Gengar to get rid of 1 Confusion, but I can't sack it again. And it still has the chance of winning via a crit. Oh. Is Overheat safer? Or is Safeguard safer? gotta be safeguard, right? %90 chance to miss. I think if it gets a confuse ray luck, I lose. Guaranteed. And it can still I think they're both about a 6% chance to lose. Weird. I don't think it makes sense to use double edge, right? Because we still lose if we self-hit. Like if we double edge and then confuse ray goes onto Blissey and we self-hit, it can just kill us. Oh, I guess you know what the problem with safeguard actually is that the counter can miss. So the chance of losing after using safeguard is 10%. The counter miss, and it's also 6%. Well, it's 5.4% because of focus band, but about 6% to be crit by sludge bomb, and I lose. So I'm about 16% chance to lose if I safeguard. And if I overheat, obviously it's a 19% chance to miss, but I can still win. I can still win if overheat misses. So it's actually safeguard that is riskier. I mean, set 1 and 2 are easy because I just Destiny Bond them with Gengar. I think overheat is the safest one. I mean, it's safer than safeguard because counter can miss into bright powder. Okay, it's definitely Crobat 4, and we miss. Crobat 1 has investment, okay. I don't think Crobat 1 could be that much damage with Adamant though. It actually really matters if it's Crobat 1 or 4. Because if I go Blissey on Crobat 1 after Moltres dies, then I can't Destiny Bond. Unless it like throws with double Screech. I guess I could wait for no, I can't do that. I'm pretty sure it's Crobat 4. Okay, thank you for telling me. Okay, thank you for telling me. So like I said, I think because it's got to be a range on. It's got to be a range on the double bomb. If we get poisoned, it's fine because we can just switch to Gengar. I think we actually soft world. It gives us more chances. After, I think we're waiting to get hit by Confuse Ray in some ways. And if it Confuse Rays and then we soft bowled successfully, it would then have to be 2 self hits and a long Confusion as well, because Confusion can't last more than 4 turns. Yeah. But you know what's insane about that? No. I don't want to think about the safeguard line against Heracross. That was nonsense. Because it could have been Heracross 1. Okay, so because we self-hit, I think we have to switch. Because if we stay in here, it's 2/3. Yeah, it's about 33% chance to lose if we stay in. Because because if it's a confusion that lasts more than one more turn and we self it, we lose. Whereas if we switch, it's at least 25%. No, it's at least 70%. No, because of crit. And it's at least 70% to win, though. It is slightly better. It's actually quite close, though. So because we can't switch to Cure Poison, it's now definitely just counter. There's also a chance that maybe it uses Sludge Bomb to Aerial Ace, and then maybe we get 2 chances after a Confuse Ray. Stone crit. Okay. Scary one. Yeah, in hindsight, a safeguard against Heracross would be nuts, though. I don't think I ever would have done that. Okay. I'm seriously thinking about Heracross. Heracross 4 is really good. But this is level 100. Heracross is worse at level 100 because Endure Reversal gets completely screwed over by Sand, and Tyranitar is very common. Hey, Dave. Dave, don't ruin it for me, Dave, but the team I've got right now, I feel like a lot of people would have had this team. But this is a big decision on the Heracross 4 swap. I really like Destiny Bond. I really like Blissey. The thing is, Heracross does, technically speaking, resist fighting. But can I really put Gengar Heracross in the back? Double Psychic Weak. Like, yes, technically, you know, again, technically speaking, Blissey can handle Psychics, but we not always guaranteed to have Blissey survive the early game. Without the Ivy advantage, I would definitely take Heracross over Moltres, but this is a elevated Moltres. I do always think that is true. I mean, I said after swapping for Gengar that I was worried about the physical Quick Claw crowd, but like Heracross doesn't fix that either, because Heracross can be Quick Claw just as easily as Gengar or Moltres or Blissey. It would make me better into like Snorlax specifically. I don't think I'm that worried about Snorlax though with Destiny Bond and Counter Blissey. I think I'm gonna stick. The second I pressed B, I was regretting it. I actually can't swap, can I? Directly to Gengar, it's not safe. Because Focus Band, Quick Claw and Right Powder can all screw me over quite badly. I mean, it's more likely to be 2 and 4. But that's not good for a Gengar switch. I don't want to stay in. It feels very wrong. I guess we go Moltres. The obvious play. Yeah, I think the seeded format has been quite successful as a competition. Okay. I mean, if it quick claw light screens, it is what it is. I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss. This is an important turn to hit, actually. God of War in, so it does suggest Thunderbolt. And I guess God of War 4 is less likely because that could have been Sizzle 4. I feel like Sizzle 4 would much rather have used agility, but it could have been Sizzle 4. The obvious thing to do is to go Blissey. I think we are doing the obvious thing. If 4's got investment, 6 hasn't. It's done more than 60 damage, which I think confirms it being 4. So it's a lot like the situation earlier, where we just want to make sure that we kill this before it's out of Psychic. Because I don't want to risk being statused. It's slightly different because of the additional bulk on Gardevoir. Because Gardevoir is 68, 115 on HP and SPDF. I don't want to be in. I mean, it would be a much bigger mistake to just die to a crit, obviously. I'm wondering I should do 3 or 4 Calm Minds. In some ways, it might be better to do 3 more. To go to +5 or +6. Because if I only go to +5, I'll have 3 chances to hit 2 Ice Beams, and I don't have to risk being hit. But obviously, if I go to +6, it is slightly better for the final Pokemon. I am also... I am Natural Cure. I don't think Burn would be a big deal. I don't even think Freeze would be a big deal, because I would almost certainly unthought it would just be Paralysis. Agreed. Agreed. In some ways, I probably deserve to miss one. Okay. Okay. No punishment. We crit. Big Dread. Okay, we definitely just beam this. Okay, Surface Kingdra 2. Nice crit. It's gonna rest spam. Guard 4 is a good Pokemon, but it doesn't have the IV advantage, and I think the role of Gardevoir is consumed by the combination of Blissey, Gengar, Moltres anyway. Blissey is really good, there's no doubt. No type, no phrase. I don't think we're swapping. I think Heracross 4 was better than those. Yeah, I don't really want to swap to Moltres on this because of the risk of Thunder Punch. I kind of want to know whether or not it's Sceptile 1. That's the big deal, right? Whether or not it's Sceptile 1. Okay, let's just calm. I mean, Sceptile 1 is likely to lead off with Leech or Detect. Okay. That's a little bit scary because of the scope lens crit chance. So basically at full. So one option here is that we could swap Moltres in on the Earthquakes and then swap Blissey in on the alternating turns, and by switching into 4 Earthquakes we get rid of the remaining 8 Earthquake PP. The problem with doing that is if we... Oh, one sec. Yeah, the problem with doing the switch stall on Earthquake is that Crush Claw is actually a much more annoying move than Earthquake is because of defense drops. So I don't even think I actually want to do that. So I think I'm just going to go Moltres and Overheat. The downside of that is that if Moltres gets a Crush Claw drop, that's the white herb gone, and then we don't recover our special attack. But it's fine because Moltres generally does swap out after getting a kill anyway. The problem is it's not guaranteed to use Crush Claw once it's... Like, Blissey versus Sceptile, when it's got no Earthquake PP, it'll randomly use Leaf Blade, Crush Claw, or Aerial Ace. And Gengar doesn't want to be switching in on Aerial Ace or Leaf Blade. See, I don't think the... Thanks, Shady. I don't think the switch stall option is good. I think we just murder it. It would always go for Crush Claw against Moltres, but then Moltres has to switch into the move aimed at Gengar, which is probably Aerial Ace. We don't want to take damage. I don't think we want to take damage. Like the switch stall option, it only makes sense if we're taking no damage, right? Very, very likely to be an electric Latios. Problem with triangle switching is that if Moltres switches into Earthquake 4 times, that's the end of the stall, and then it's still got 6 Crush Claws left, and it's still got 16 Aerial Ace left. So like all we've done is we take 4 Aerial Aces on Blissey, and we still haven't actually stalled it out of the moves that matter. I'm going to have to go Blissey here, certainly. I'm a little bit worried about Latios 2. Probably, I don't know. 79 damage is... It probably is modest. I mean, we're about to find out, because if it's an Earthquaker, it's going to Earthquake. Much more likely to be 4 than 1, unfortunately, because of how much more likely Psychic is to outdamage at 90 power versus 80. Okay, I'm becoming increasingly certain it's 4. Go for the last one, why not? Buster Purge is weaker than Dragonclaw. 70 versus 80 power. Okay, it's not 8 or 10. Item clause. It's also not a Thunderbolt set, because that would have come in first against Moltres, which doesn't actually leave that many left. If there is a way to lose, it's to use counter against Dragon Dance or Curse. So let's just not do that. It would need 3 Dragon Dances to outspeed Gengar, and that's not going to happen. That's not an important crit. It's very difficult. I mean, the only way to lose that is to let it Dragon Dance 3 times, so it outspeeds Gengar and you can't debond it. No type, high risk. Another big option. Everyone knows how good the Blissey Latios combination is. Gengar Latios is also quite a bit better than Moltres in many ways, with the fast psychic vulnerability. The 7th match is 6IV, which is a little bit annoying for Gengar and Latios, but we've actually already used up most of the base 110 crew by taking 2 of them ourselves. Could be Latias, but we'll see. Anyway, I don't think Moltres stays. I don't like using overheats when there's a safer option available. Our team structure doesn't really change that much. Also high risk, I just think it's more likely that there are fat rock types as well. Rock types like Articuno. So most likely 3-4-5 with Facade and Double Edge. Because we're Natural Cure and because we've got Gengar, we're not actually scared of Articuno 2 like we normally would be. So I think it's fine to just scout this and see what it is. It did 101 damage though. I feel like it's definitely Articuno 1. That must be modest damage. Level 100 calcs are much easier in many ways because the base power lines up quite nicely with this stab and 0.8 reduction. Yeah, there's no sheer cold Articuno in this generation. Thank God. That would be really scary. The freeze sucks though, it does suck. I really, really don't want to switch into an ice beam. But I will have to do it if I don't unfreeze soon. Okay. That was really soon. We just... It's not going to roar until the third Calm Mind. So I think we just double boost. Ice Beam 2 times, then get the third boost and then kill it. And we'll kill it on the turn it's going to roar. It could freeze again, but if it does, it's fine because we can just PP stall that at that point. Switching into Water Pulse is fine. It won't Icy Wind because of speed control AI. It's going to Water Pulse once it's out of Ice Beams, which is fine. It's a little bit expensive to use up 6 Ice Beam PP to kill this. But in many ways, I think I'd rather do that than waste a load of soft-boiled PP. Oh my god, Articuno's so bulky, dude. How did you do so little? Did we actually kill with +2 double Ice Beam into +3 Ice Beam? It's just below the start of 1. Oh no. It's definitely soft-boiled first because we can't soft-boiled after Calm Mind because it will roar. So it should really want to use Roar now. That's not Roar. Please kill it. No. Oh, that's really bad. That's really, really annoying. We do have Destiny Bond. We do have Destiny Bond. We've seen the Ice type. I don't think we'll get super punished by using up 2 more Ice Beam PP here. It was super likely to roar. It is possible for Roar to score +0, which would tie with Ice Beam, and then it can pick Ice Beam on the tie. It's not. That's its 10th Ice Beam. It's now guaranteed to roar no matter what. I mean, we could unfreeze. It's not actually that bad. We could kill this. We get hit by a Water Pulse, which is annoying, particularly if it removes the Lumberry. But I think we just go back and set up again. Sure, dude. With no real risk of dying. The softball PP is, I think, the most valuable thing that Lizzie has right now. Okay. Serene Grace Articuno. I don't want to go too low. We could go to full. I think I would rather not. What's tricky about this is if I can't mind on the turn it confuses, I don't really want to use Ice Beam because I'm going to be confused. The good news is that once I go to +3, it is guaranteed to roar next turn. So I do get confused, I could just switch again and I don't waste any more PP. I want to have as much softball as possible. Flygon. I definitely switch, right? There's no way I'm staying in. The only downside of going to Gengar would be Bright Powder miss. And if it's Flygon 2, we're switching back into Blissey anyway. I really don't want to risk an EQ crit. Yeah, it's obviously not Flygon 2, which is fine. Just don't miss. I think softball PP is way more valuable than Ice Beam PP though. So Immense in the back is a tie between Flying and Dragon for type spec, and then because it's Generation 3 there's no type spec, okay. The only way to lose, I mean it's a bit less like it can't be Lum. It's a bit less likely to be the Bright Powder sets because it could have been Flygon 1. But I think the only way to lose this is to try and Ice Punch a Dragon Dance Mence, right? And miss. So I think we just sit on Destiny Bond and win. I will play the new Fire Emblem game, yeah. I won't be doing it on YouTube. I mean, it's fine. Even if it fails to kill me through 5 D-bombs, on the 6th turn I can Ice Punch. And if it kills me on that 6th turn, obviously it dies to D-bombs, and otherwise I have the chance to hit Ice Punch. Oh, it's doing its best to troll me here. It should definitely see a. It should definitely see a kill with Slide at this point. 4 would have definitely used Aerial Ace, right? It would not have been baited by the Earthquake damage. It's free. They got baited because Rock Slide doesn't kill at +1. If it had missed 3 Rock Slides there, that would have been very, very funny. Miss 3 Rock Slides and then I missed the Ice Punch. That was almost legendary. I don't think the key matters anymore, right? Wait, hold on. I forgot to turn. I was about to turn it off. I didn't turn it off in time. It's fine. Right. We're now doing... That was week 4. We're now doing week 5. It's 50 doubles, okay. Is this gonna break the overlay? We changed this as well. It is gonna break, it is gonna break, it is gonna break. Yeah, it's gonna give the old world record. It isn't even the current one, it isn't even LRXC's one. It's just gonna give the wrong one. I do have a local layout for Gen 4 as well, yeah. If I press this, it should reset to 0. Belt. Okay. This is the same as the other one, except it's going to be doubles. Doubles is a bit harder, I think, to see this factory, because you can swap your way around having a bad draft in singles a bit easier than in doubles. The fact that we know it's going to be a rough one is what scares me a bit. What is it? 9. And it's over 50. Before I go in the wrong level again. I've done it before. Challenge. Level 50. Yes. 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 No type, no phrase. It's not good news. Earthswing is normally quite good news, but it's not good news that it's in this, because I'm guessing it's one of the bad sets. Oh no. Am I gonna take the first free Pokemon in the draft? 10-2. Yeah, I thought it might be Jinx too. Okay, that's really bad. Oh, that's much better. So is that. So is that. Okay, so the best free Pokemon in the latter half of the draft. And what was it? It was round 9, right? I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm just thinking about, yeah, free elevations, yeah. How realistic is it to win with first free? Just trying to assess it. I said I would take the first free, but it was kind of a joke. This is very, very close to what I thought about when I said that I wouldn't take something untakeable. But the thing is, Jinx is in the back. I mean, Earthswing Tentacle is actually fine, right? I wouldn't say it's good, but it's fine. Like, Earthswing Tentacle can kill an enemy Pokemon. They're both quite fast. It's not high risk or anything. It's not like a Dragon or Psychic spec. It's not an Electric spec either. I'm gonna take the first three. I'm gonna take the first three, I believe. Good old 31 IV. Bulk speed and damage boost. Damage doesn't really apply to Jinx, but it's fine. I will believe in you, Jinx. The chance of dying on the first match does seem quite high. And if I do lose on the first few matches, I will play this again. Probably taking the exact opposite Pokemon. I feel like it's in the spirit. Wait, I forgot to update the overlay. It's in the spirit of Factory to take these idiots. Okay. No, this is not the team I recommend taking. This is just, I said in a previous week that I just take the first 3 Pokemon every draft, no matter what. So that's what I was deliberating about. Whether I wanted to chicken out of it. Okay. So we need Snorlax to be Snorlax 8. Or to activate some kind of brain deaf, ultra dumb mode. Where it sort of does nothing. Decent chance it uses Earthquake. I think we just kill Charizard. I think just kill Charizard. I feel like this is definitely the first turn. There's a bit of information I can have about no high risk, and it is good news that it's probably not Charizard 4. That did a lot. Oh, I need you to do nothing, Snorlax. I need you to do nothing at all. I need you to choke the whole game right now. Lumberry gone is kind of good news for the thing in the back. It's definitely a bulky one. It's definitely 2 or 7. I think I've got a real chance of beating 7. Because it's going to Hyper Beam here. I need Blastoise to get Brain Dead stuck on a Counter Coat move, definitely. Which is possible. I really need it to be Mirror Coat. I think if it's Counter, I lose. I need to be Mirror Coat because it can use Mirror Coat against Ursaring. It can score +4. Beating a kill move. The thing is, if it is Snorlax 7, it has to be Blastoise 1. Because of no high risk. So, in other words, it's very unlikely that that's the case. So I think we're going to have to... We're definitely going to have to put Jinx in. And Ursaring's not allowed to die. So it definitely has to be Jinx in. And we definitely have to confuse Ray Snorlax, I think. Because we have to deny the kill AR on this turn, right? There's a chance it uses curse and follow. Like this Snorlax can actually brain dead itself. I think the Blastoise 1 Snorlax 7 combination might be possible to beat. Like, there's no healing there. And I think actually against those two, it's probably best if Jinx takes it. Because Tentacle can win. I really hope I don't have to go down the route of finding out the Snorlax ability, but I don't think that's going to be... That's not going to be necessary. What HP are we at? 34. Just think about, yeah, the bite line on Blastoise 1 is interesting, right? Bite into Jinx. The good news is that obviously Blastoise being fast and Snorlax is really, really good news for the Snorlax 7 Blastoise 1. I'm actually quite confident about that. I think I'm fine. I think I'm totally fine against that. Because they're just going to waste the whole turn killing Jinx, and if Snorlax self-hits, then obviously Jinx lives. It's got to be a switch to Jinx. It's got to be. And I think it's got to be a Confuse Ray on Snorlax. Blastoise is much easier to kill because we have Giga Drain. What really sucks about this is that if it is Snorlax 2, it's got Chesto. So it really would be a Perishong line. Okay. Crit kind of sucks, actually. I was going to say that's fine, but goes for Curse. It's totally Snorlax 2. We're going to have to perish. We need a self-hit from Snorlax on this turn. And I think we actually stand a really good chance of winning. Snorlax. If Snorlax doesn't do that, I might be in a lot of trouble. I don't think it's Lovely Kiss though. Because Blastoise is not the relevant Pokemon to ignore. And we could... I guess the alternative is that we attack Snorlax and get rid of its Chesto Berry. The problem is Urswing's just dead weight. If Urswing was slightly healthier, we'd be fine. We have to perish. Thank you. Okay, wonderful. It is actually 4, which is good news for potential Urswing endgames as well. So what I want to do is protect and swap to Urswing. The problem with that is that Urswing is so likely to die. I don't know if it's actually viable. And if Urswing dies, then without Jinx switching out, then Jinx will still have the Perishong timer on it. We need to get rid of Jinx's Perishong timer. And I think that's going to be protect and then switch. I really hope the fact that Blastoise crits Jinx with Surf doesn't Doesn't matter later on. We're expecting curse again. Honestly, because of the double Zayon earthquake, we're also expecting Mirror Coat. Does Tentacle live? Mirror Coat. Because it would be ideal to be damaged, right? Because I don't know. The fact that it can Ice Beam Tentacle on the following turn, is that even a good thing? I may also give it Torrent. I think that's fine though. I don't think that matters ever. I think we want to take the damage from this. I really do. And if it doesn't, if it self-hits, we definitely want the HP back, right? Because Snorlax could also just curse again. And we want to be as far out of range as that as possible on the slide surf combo. Yeah, we do this. It's risky, but we have to take a risk. Snorlax. That's really bad. Okay. We're obviously 100 million% in kill range. It's very simple. We just need to confuse a Blastoise. And we need to hope that if Blastoise doesn't self-hit, that it doesn't go for the move Surf. Or if it does, that Snorlax does not attack. Or it misses. Lots of potential small outs. Self-hit is 100% GG. On either of them. Yeah, I win. Okay. Jesus. But I never ever want to do that again. I would never have played that way in a big streak. I'm just thinking about this, because Charizard 3 is not bad, neither is Blastoise. The issue is that Blastoise Tentacle has a bit of an overlap, and Charizard is a bit vulnerable to electric. I mean, Tentacle 2 is bulky enough to take electric attacks, but it's not like Urswing is playing major defense there. So I think it's a Snorlax in the back. You actually have quite a good team at this point. It's just the first match, which was really quite scary. Hey, Luigi Pence. That's not very good. It's not very good for me. I think we just killed Gengar, right? There's no phrase. It's a bit less likely to be a debond Gengar, but I really don't want debond Gengar to stick around after being damaged. It's fine, we got Lumbe for that. Psychic. So it's unlikely to be a Thunderbolt Gengar. The crit is relevant. Because Thunderbolt Gengar obviously outdamages into Ursaring, and it would much rather attack the stronger move. Xatu. Okay, so because we got Snorlax in the back, I think we just kill Xatu and win. I'm not sure if that's... Like, is that Jolteon 1? It's definitely not 3, it's doing too much damage. Just wondering between 1 and 4. I kind of want to know what it is in some ways. Just very aware that Jolteon 4 can hack its way through teams in embarrassing ways. I'll put that into a damage calc. Okay, no I won't. That's Jolteon 4. I wonder how likely it is that it... Like, if a Thunderbolt Gengar doesn't pick Thunderbolt, how likely is that? It actually comes up quite a lot. I should probably memorize whatever the output of that is. It's quite a choice, actually, between Jolteon 4 and somewhat unknown Gengar. Thing is, I really don't want to take, like, a Gengar 3. Okay, I was about to get rid of Tentacle. And take Jolteon. But Grass Battle's Flow would be a deeply embarrassing thing to lose to, right? I don't want to live the grass type. The Battle's Flow is Sunny Day. I really don't want to lose to that. I think we have to keep Ursaring around, actually. I think Tentacle's going. Take the Jolteon. Three quarters to pick. Yeah, that sounds about right. I really want to get rid of Ursaring. But I am legitimately scared about losing this match to nonsense. I'm gonna take Jolteon. So it's probably Walrein 1 and Credilli 3 then, and that is the Battle's Flow quote. The major thing that sticks out in my mind is, what if it's not Walrein 1? Because Walrein 1 you would normally want to ignore it because it's going to use Hail or Protect. But leaving it alone if it's Particularly if it's an ice beam set. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to click the big moves.
The freezes today are crazy.
Oh, there's item clause. There's item clause on Wolverine Credilli anyway, I'm totally wrong. So it is Wolverine 1. So Wolverine is guaranteed to use Protect, but it's not Credilli 3, so it's probably Credilli 2, looking at how much damage we did with Ice Punch. Yeah, it's Credilli 2, isn't it? Let's just kill that then. Yeah, that is the weather bug in action. Hail getting +1 and being chosen over Protect. That is a 3-to-1 chance. Or 1-to-3 chance. Right, we just want maximum damage against Credilli. We definitely want to kill Credilli. If possible. Strongest move is Thunderbolt by a long way. Much stronger than Bite. We know it's a grass in the back, and we know it's a sunny day grass in the back. Yeah, that's Meganium 1. Okay. It's gonna sunny day as well. So Wolverine could double protect. And I think I'm happy to get baited into that if it does happen. Go for the Fire Punch, because I think if we burn, it's GG. It's like super GG. Like, Snorlax shouldn't lose anyway, but it's like super duper over. Fails, like this is over. Sunny day. I'm gonna kill you now. So those Pokemon all suck. No type, no phrase. Yeah, we're not swapping. So it's not Trace, which means it has to be Synchronize. I think we should get rid of Gardevoir. I really want to Bite to avoid paralyzing myself with Sync, but T-Bolt is so much stronger. And Gardevoir is base 68 HP, base 115 for death. I think we just attack. With our strongest moves. Not that worried about Electabuzz right now because of how good Jolteon is into it in general, and we can potentially swap around on Volt Absorb. Ooh, it's a super bulky guard, okay. And it is cross chop. It's leftovers is Gardevoir 1. Cross chop isn't great news for Snorlax either, is the issue. We should probably Fire Punch it, the Electabuzz. We'll get rid of Gardevoir definitely, but I think we'll go for the burn. Could be. Oh, how much? Which one of them is invested? It's 4. So it's actually Electabuzz 3. We can't. Okay. It's got Lum then. That's annoying. That's annoying. I guess it is still potentially worth it to go through Lum, since we can then like T-Bolt, Paralyze or whatever in the future, or burn next turn. We are. I'm glad that we didn't get crit by cross chop. Guts. So I didn't already have Jolteon. Maybe we could take Buzz. Buzz Free's quite good. Poison. I'm not taking Gardevoir 1 though. Gardevoir 1's like a joke. Always lets you down. High risk, high return. I mean... I think we stick. In many ways, we're quite good into it. We are immunity. I think we stick. Okay. With Flareon 4, super likely because it's double high risk. Otherwise 2 or 3, and then D-Bond again is super likely. I really don't like facing D-Bond in doubles. I really just want to kill the Gengar. What scares me about this is the fact that Flareon 4 can just OHKO Jolteon with a Quick Claw activation. Quick Claw Overheat or Double Edge. I think I want to get rid of Gengar because Snorlax isn't that afraid of Flareon, and neither is Ursaring really. And I think we want to crunch because we know Jolteon could faint here. And then the bite damage doesn't go through. Okay. Good. It's annoying that that's not into Lumberrymon, but whatever. Okay, it's not Mach 4 because of item clause. God damn it. We didn't do... Gengar 1 and 2, the quandary, like, the bulk difference is quite significant, right? It's probably Gengar 2. So the biggest risk here is definitely going to be Mach 2, right? Mach 2 goes nuts with Dynamic Punch. Because Jolteon can 100% faint on this turn. In fact, it's almost certainly going to. No, this is Seeded Factory. So it ends at 7. It's like... The overlay doesn't make much sense, honestly, for Seeded Factory. I'll just repurpose it. I think we just kill Mach and it's over. Mach won't be dying to Fire Punch even in Sun combined with Bolt, but it will be dead the turn after. The risk would be that if Jolteon faints this turn, then Mach doesn't take the damage, but then we can just Earthquake. And because Earthquake one-shots Flareon, we're not that worried about those lines. So yeah, we just go after Mach here. I forgot I was confused. God damn it. The flash... the partner flash fire boost. Okay. I mean, that's scary. I don't think I can switch. Because I'm not thick fat, Sunny Day Flash Fire boosted Overheat probably can kill. I really don't want Snorlax to faint. I would much rather Jolteon faint. What would be really bad here would actually be Double Edge. Because then maintains the special attack boost. But it doesn't make any sense for Ursaring to target Flareon, really. Okay, Quick Claw is bad, but it's better than the Double Edge. Right, quite big damage. Maybe I overestimated the damage slightly, but that's fine. Let's be safe. And Jolteon had served its purpose. Weather again. Okay. Gengar is a close call against Ursaring, but I think the Ursaring's been quite good actually. The IV boost has been very important. It does enough. It does enough chip to back up the Jolteon kills, isn't it? And it's quite good coverage. I think it's actually better. I would swap for a better Gengar, and I'd swap if there was no IV difference, but against Gengar 2. Don't think so. I don't think I want to fund away the Quick Claw user. Okay. Obviously we're expecting Rain Dance and Sunny Day from both of them, but it's always possible, isn't it? Type Spec being poison is wrong, ignore that. I don't know if I can actually kill Typhlosion 1 is the problem. But Raichu we can leave there because Raichu is pretty damn bad into both Jolteon and Snorlax. And we don't mind much if Ursaring takes it. I'm not super confident about the kill into Typhlosion. It's only a 5 base power difference. I think I'm actually going to Thunder Punch it instead of Crunch. Upside of Paralysis. Okay. Smoke Screen is actually quite annoying, isn't it? Trace, Volt Absorb, screw you, that's so annoying. Everyone who's played a lot of Battle Tower doubles knows all about Trace leads versus Levitate and Volt Absorb. Right, that's so annoying, it's so annoying, I'm gonna have to Ice Punch it. I do need to get rid of Gardevoir, it's the more threatening one by far. That's super annoying as well. Okay, so... Gardevoir 1 is back. No, I'm playing different music. I have music in the game. The music in the game is too repetitive after hours of playing for me. So I want to swap both out. I want to get rid of the accuracy drop. I also want to get rid of the attract. I don't know if it's actually time to do that necessarily. I think once Gardevoir faints, it's kind of game over. Much stronger move than Thunderbolt. freeze again. Unfortunately, those Pokemon all suck once again. Like, Guard 1 is not it. Typhlosion 1 is not it, and Raichu 3 is definitely not it. The King's Rock on Jolteon 4 is so funny when it doesn't actually work on any of its moves. I can't. This doesn't make sense to talk about any of them. I'm really not that scared of Skarm. Particularly because, like, even Quick Claw Skarm, which is Skarm 4, it's very likely to use Counter because of Jolteon. If I lose this, surely it would be to Raikou nonsense. I'm just wondering if do I T-Wave Raikou so I just activate the Guts glitch and then Raikou 1 can't do any shenanigans? It's super likely to I also don't want Raikou 2 to do that. I should be able to... I mean, I'm fine against Raikou 2 as long as I keep Jolteon alive, which I should be able to. It's Davin. Right, I really want to just... I think I really want to T-Wave Raikou. I think it's only Raikou 1 that could realistically win this game. The fact that we can leave Skarmory there and then... I think it's correct. Okay, it's set 4. That's fine. I was aware of that. With good damage, it's definitely not bulky Skarm. It's so likely to get stuck. Skarmory, that is, on counter, but I think I do want to get rid of it because of potential Quick Claw. I'm just wondering, like, because we've seen the electric, I just wonder if I just want to T-Bolt straight into Skarm. I'm not that worried about Raikou 4. Like, we do need chip on it, definitely. But I've got time for that. I've got lots of time for that. I think we do this. Take advantage of the fact that Jolteon is paralyzed to go second. And smash him with Thunderbolt. It backfires if it's a ground type. But if it's a ground type, it's not going to be able to use Earthquake next to Raikou anyway. Could be like Lantern. I won't be losing to that though with Earthquake Snorlax in the back. Okay. That's a big one. No leftovers as well, so it's Ludicolo 1 or 2. Pretty sure kill Ludicolo and win, basically. That's surely what's going on here, right? That is annoying. That is more annoying. Ooh. Did the crit save it? Crit shell bell damage. For more healing. It's not so. I mean, they're both going to go for Jolteon, obviously. I think it's fine. Like, Jolteon's not that useful anymore. At this low HP, it's obviously just going to die to bite. It's going to die to, like, surf. There's no point keeping Jolteon alive, right? Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. I mean, we can fire punch it, obviously. This is a little bit scary. I definitely want to curse. Because I want to make sure if I do use Earthquake that I'm killing Raikou in one shot and not just damaging Ursaring. Oh, okay. It's quite a lot worse. I'm not that concerned about a burn, because they do have rest. But I'm pretty sure you can't. I've never seen it happen. At least. Okay. Just need some shit. I mean, Ursaring's dead. It's obviously dead. I think we're fine. When it used Reflect, dude. I've forgotten. If it was free, I don't think it was it 3 turns ago? I feel like it was 2. Was it 3 turns ago? The issue is that Ludicolo and Raikou can definitely beat Snorlax in a 2 versus 1. I don't remember when it used Reflect. Well, it got to. It must have been 4 turns ago. Because it had the T-Wave, obviously. It had a double T-Bolt. It has to be at least 4 turns ago. And it wasn't 5 because it would have expired. Ah, for God's sake.
Oh, leave me alone. Oh, Jesus. There goes the streak. Okay, whatever. That's so dumb. That's so dumb with the freeze. Oh. I definitely didn't play that right, though. The T-Wave at the start against Raikou, I like Raikou 1 boosting is actually quite scary, right? Once it's paralyzed, it's out of the game completely. Perhaps I shouldn't have killed Scar. I think that is the obvious misplay in hindsight, isn't it? I shouldn't have killed Scar. I should have killed Raikou, because Scar is so likely to get stuck on counter. I guess, I mean, especially if it was Skarm 1. It's easy to blame the freeze. The freeze, the crit, the second crit, and Snorlax getting fully paralyzed twice. Easy to blame that, but actually it's my fault. Classic factory loss, it was my fault. Okay. Okay, the stream is over. I think I have other things to do, but we'll do recaps. We'll do a recap video on the channel soon for Seeded Factory. It was still fun. The I think the singles was fun. The double seeded is really hard. I don't think I would have been much better off with the... What was it again in the round? It was Zamfree. It was Ninetales 4, was it? What was the last Pokemon? Oh, it was Taurus 1, wasn't it? I wouldn't have been much better off of those anyway. Okay. Go. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.